Hah?
Ini buat shop.
Hah?
Buat dia salon.
Wah, mau dosa salon.
Lihat mukanya cantik kenapa?
Hah?
Mukanya cantik lihat pak. Buah naganya kan banyak. Aku butuh karya gitu buat eksperimen.
Maksudnya?
Botol sabun.
Sabun apa?
Cair.
Banyak kan sabunnya di bawah?
30 harus dibagi-bagiin. Baru pakai propolis 1,6.
Kok mahal betul?
Enggak, aku pakai itu aja nggak sih? Dalam satu botol aku kasih 2 tetes aja nggak sih?
Jangan, enggak apa-apa. Kasih.
Beli 4.
Tuh katanya harus berapa
30 botol kan, tapi kan nggak mungkin 6 mili 1 botol.
Ya kamu atur lah apa pendangan nih.
Terus bayarnya gimana? Pak diseret apa?
Jangan diseret ya.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. Delivers the ball. Milan do have a chance to counter here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicked it back promptly. Lahm looking for a runner. Out to the right, and it's Rijkaard. Pirlo. Pirlo proves just a little bit too strong. Stood up well to him there. And he goes cross-field. Roberto Carlos. Ball driven towards the far post.
Yeah, it was a shame his technique just let him down. We've all been there.
And it's Rodri. Toure is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book. Oh, well played.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Tries to get it clear. Can he spark a counter here? Looking to play him in. Nedved unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rodri. Aimed beyond the defence. Drilled in low. Lahm gets good distance on it. And it's Yaya Toure. And this is Nedved. Hangs one in. Lahm with the clearance. Knocks it into space. Oh, no joy this time. Bergomi. Bergomi is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, super find. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Pirlo. Flashes, he rises! Caught offside that time. And that has left him in a heap. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Rodri. And it's Bergomi. It's Bergomi. And he's let fly! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nice looking ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Here's Rodri. And it's Nedved. To Bergomi. Rodri. And we've reached half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half. and a lot more intent.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23, Cristiano Ronaldo.
There's the start of the
Numero
second
5.
half.
Lasciano il campo
So
per
neither side has
il
yet
numero
broken
11,
through.
Il numero 17, Ronaldinho. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And he's had it nicked away. Yaya Toure. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Thuram does really well to win the ball there. And he's forced to go back. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. And it's Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Ronaldinho. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, shooting chance! And that has been clubbed away. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Played out to the right. And it's Ronaldinho. Pirlo is the team's great visionary. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
they've got to be quick moving this forward.
Yaya Toure. Lahm tries to play it through. And he lines up a cross. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Looking for options for movement. And here's Eto'o. Vieira. For Yaya Toure. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lahm. Pirlo. And it's Ronaldinho. For Lahm. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Thuram. Rodri. "75 minutes played. And the return pass. And it's Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's Bergomi. And it's Thuram. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Cruyff. Messi gets into some space. That's tidy. Yaya Toure. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Milan really will have to throw everything at this now. And now the breakaway. Yaya Toure. For Messi. And here's Cruyff. Eto'o.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bergomi. Now it's Rodri.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the...
And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then? Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Van der Sar gets it away. Just eases him off the ball. Can he latch on to this? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked.
And he shoots! Sensational by Collar!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
It's great composure. He kept his eye on the ball until the last possible moment and then smash. No stopping that.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide, and it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's got away, and he's whipped it across. Now it's Cruyff. Indonesia are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Rodri. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he get it through? Not the most convincing of passes. Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Roberto Baggio. Vieira. Dembele. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Cruyff! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And the through ball. Good take, and is he in? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Roberto Carlos is standing over this one, looking to widen the gap even further here. And this is... There's the shot! And that was probably asking just too much. Rodri. Koller. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Thuram. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And he's cut it out. And he's heaved it away. And it's Lahm. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Carlos looking to penetrate opposition lines. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Lahm. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Out to the left it goes. And he lines up a cross. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Cruyff. Rodri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
There will be
Vitinha.
1 minute added time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Distributed tidily. Crosses it in. That's a decent clearance. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Indonesia have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the regional police department.
Substitutions taking place.
There's the start of the second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Pressing high and with purpose. Lahm. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Chooses to go cross-field.
Well spotted.
Vitinha plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nedved. And now the breakaway. Oh, it's Dembele. Rijkaard. And he's forced to go back. And it's Lahm. Thuram. And here's Dembele. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, great defending. That needed doing. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Indonesia just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. 60 minutes played. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That'll be a throw-in. Quality ball. It's just beyond his reach. Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, cracking ball. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Suarez. Vitinha. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Messi. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. They've done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 19, Suarez.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Coming on the field.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. To Lahm. Thuram. And it's Rodri. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Koller.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Lahm. Indonesia finding their passes. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Now it's Hullet. And he's searching for shooting chance! And it's come back out to him. Just cruising! They are cruising! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
2 added minutes
Yaya
has
Toure.
been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Driven forward, that is good alertness. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only...
Apa? Halo? Halo? Baru mau setting di telepon aja. Baru mau setting bikin habis waktu aja nih kamu nih aja. Apa tuh? Bahasa Bapak. Aku live ini. Apa? Apa? Anjay. Anjay liciknya Meng ditelepon buat buang waktu bilang Meng aja. Anjay Meng disuruh buang waktu Meng, gua telepon dulu bilang pada sempat setting liciknya Meng. Baru ketawa-tawa lagi buang waktu bilang anjay.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are... It's Luis Suarez! It's a loose ball. Lahm gets a foot in here. Goes for goal! And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four. And thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Baggio. Rodri. And it's Baggio. Looking for the run. Rodri is the guilty party there. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Vieira. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Danger averted for now. Rijkaard tries to pass it through. Cleared without hesitation. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Luis Suarez. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Eto'o. Rodri.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Vitinha.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Baggio tries to clear. Tries to think it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Yaya Toure. Lahm. Knocks it into space. Rodri. That's a little off target. Now it's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Eto'o. Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? Nesta. To Lahm. Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Roberto Baggio is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Messi. Out towards the flank. Luis Suarez. Messi. Lahm plays it. Terrific header. And he's done it! What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Indonesia have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Rodri. And here's Eto'o. And he's searching through. Thinks about the shot. Takes a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Roberto Baggio really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nesta clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now he's got space here. Floated through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Kola really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Indonesia are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Indonesia really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Lam. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Messi. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Vitinha knocks it out wide. Lam, who's set up one goal so far. Lam delivers. Crossed in again. Vieira with the clearance. Vieri. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's good running with the ball. Vieri, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Messi. Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want...
Chance for a shot! Well, there's the clearance. Time and again they are repelled. Coller. Roberto Carlos. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Rijkaard. Indonesia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Looking for options for movement.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Lam. Needs the return pass. Vieira. And it's Rodri. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. That's Rijkaard.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Roberto Carlos going full steam ahead down the left flank.
Indonesia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi pinches it off him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lam. And it's Messi. And here's Suarez.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Indonesia looking to pass their way. Messi! And that would have won it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Rodri. Oh, good-looking ball. And he's picked it up out wide. The final 5 minutes. Rodri. Oh, no joy this time.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 9.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Jan Cullen. Number 19, Suarez. Number 15, Rijkaard. Coming on the field, number 20, Pele.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Number 2,
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And that's that. Indonesia have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Your reflections then, Jim.
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
On the screen.
Many thanks to Jim.
Bye-bye.
And with that, it is a very good night to you.
Dah.